Hi everyone, this is the beginning of a new unit. Unit 2 has 3 different chapters, chapters 5, 6, and 7, and we will be covering those in only 3 weeks. So the content ramps up a little bit here in this unit. So if you go to the course content link from your course menu, you will click on Unit 2. Now, if you'll notice at the bottom, Unit 1 is still there because it's important in this class that we build upon the knowledge that we have already obtained. So we don't just memorize something short term and leave it behind. We're going to add to that information. Plus, when we get to the time for our final, it will be comprehensive. So all of the chapters will be covered on the final. So if you click on Unit 2, this unit is about language as where we're starting anyway. And so if you'll click on the week 4 unit folder, then you'll see there is a task list. And one of the things that I want you to notice here also is that I'm wanting you to read chapter 5 to begin with and watch that Rare Languages video. And the concepts that I think are important for you to understand on these videos, I'm putting those underneath the link so that you get an idea of, okay, why is she having us watch this? What is this for? Okay, so if you'll tell me what the honorable mention one is in this week's language key journal, then you will receive some bonus points for the week. Okay, so watch the video and then you can review the PowerPoint notes for important concepts before you take the quiz on language by Wednesday night. Then the language key journal, I'm wanting you to think about some specific examples of times when the choice of language was either positive or negative in an interpersonal relationship. Now remember, that could mean a relationship with a significant other in your life, with a spouse, a girlfriend, a child, a coworker, your boss at work, okay? It could be anyone. Now, I want you to be specific on these journals. Some of us are really putting in the bare minimum of prompts on the journals and you are not getting full credit for those. So you want to think in terms of really thinking deeply, expanding upon your ideas, providing examples so that I can really understand where you're coming from. And the more you can use the words from your chapter reading, the better, because that will help you to remember these words. If you think about how do they apply to me in my life, when it comes test time, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember euphemism was like when, right? And so don't forget also to answer these questions at the bottom of the prompt. Now you can do that for each individual situation separately, or you can just put that at the bottom in kind of a summary kind of little paragraph there. All right. And then last is the discussion forum on words we buy. And so, again, if you can think in terms of the specific language that is being used in the ads that you have seen and label that language when you do this forum, that will help you to remember content. Now, one of the things that some of us are missing points on is you are not responding to others in the discussion forum. And we want to make the most out of this particular medium. And that's why it's called a discussion forum, because we're discussing things with each other. And if you don't reply to anyone, then I can't tell that that discussion is happening. So again, if you get actively involved in those discussion forums, the expectation is that you reply to at least 2 people in order to really show me that you are reading other people's posts, that you are really trying to think about how this applies to you and your life so that you're getting the most out of this content. All right. And then we'll have next week, our focus will be on chapter 6. The following week will be on chapter 7 with a wrap up and unit test. So if you have any questions along the way, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm noticing that some of us had some bit of a struggle with the testing setup being proctored through HonorLock. Please, at the beginning of the week, there is a task list at the top of every folder that gives you my advice for the week. And, you know, some of these, like this week, it's pretty self-explanatory and pretty short. But last week, I went into great detail about what all you needed to do for the test. So if you're skipping that information, I know you're putting a lot of extra stress on yourself that you really don't need to. So make sure you're reading the task list at the top in order to get everything done that you need to do to be successful, okay? Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great week and see you later.